thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Welcome in here. High school sports are presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. Dominic Ackerman joined with Jace Ackerman next to me running the main cam. It is the Brandon Meets pregame show here in Rosendale. The Laconia Spartans Volleyball Invitational here happening today. The Spartans have had 3 games so far. They've all been 2-set victories over the likes of Pacelli Catholic in their previous game, Bonduel in their first game, and GBNEW Lutheran in their second. The Blazers right now are playing on the left side of your court, and the Coleman Cougars are finishing up their second set here on the right side. We are just starting off the pregame show. I'll kind of run you through some stats from earlier on in this tournament as we are finishing up our matchup between the Blazers and the Cougars. The Spartans and the Lourdes Academy Lady Knights are going to be playing next. I believe they'll both take full warm-ups. Both of them have kind of had a bye here as these two teams play on court 1. We will hear from our lovely sponsors when we come back. Some more Brandon Meets pregame action after this.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Our Lens Truck Center play of the week this week comes from Lamira.
Kell once again the shotgun. Schomburg to his right. Kell will take it himself. Gets past some tackles. Breaks through. He's got green grass all the way to the end zone. Keegan Kell, designed keeper, all the way to the house for 6.
In the Lions, 44-0 victory over Horicon Hughesford this past Friday night. Keegan Kell, senior quarterback for the Lions, completed 4 out of 5 passing, 71 yards and a touchdown. He also rushed 4 times for 54 yards and that 47-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's been a great summer. I mean, we worked hard. We had a good first couple weeks of practice. I think everything's coming together good. I mean, the team's focused. We're ready to get better. We're ready to get just like more improved throughout the year. But I think going forward in week 1, I think we're more than ready for this.
Keegan Kell, senior quarterback for Lamira, has our play of the week this week from Radio Plus Video Sports and Lens Truck Center.
If you want a truck or an SUV, go to Lens till you like what you see. Hundreds of trucks all on one lot. If you want a truck, it's what we've got. Lens Truck. Lens Truck. We got the trucks at Lens Truck.
Back here on the Brandon Meets pregame show, the Spartans look to have their 4th game of the Laconia Invitational Volleyball Tournament. It'll be their 5th game overall on the season. They had a 3-set victory over Marquezan on Thursday night. I was able to come here and cover that game. And then they've had 3 victories earlier on today. I've had some unofficial stat keeping going on up here in the proverbial booth. And I'll kind of run those through on our pregame show as the Spartans are warming up. The Lady Knights are coming on to take the court with their warm-ups here in everybody's fourth match, maybe the third match for the Academy Knights here. 3 kills for Mackenzie Plime on the day, 14 for Finley Morgan, 2 for Kendall Plime, 6 kills for Bailey Gable, 8 kills for Addison Grade, and Kensley McCauley has racked up 30 kills in her 3 games this morning. Mackenzie Plime also has a block, Gabby Pino has a block, Finley Morgan has registered herself a block, and Addison Grade with one as well. McCauley has picked up 2 blocks on my unofficial stat keeping for the morning games. Gabby Pino has 2 service aces along with 2 service errors. Josie Basler is yet to pick up an ace but has 3 errors from behind the line. Finley Morgan has 4 aces, no errors. Scarlett Nitz has 4 aces to 1 service error. Bailey Gable has 2 serving aces to her 3 service errors, and McCauley is 1 for 1 aces for errors. Those are the stats I've compiled through 3 games in this tournament, or in this invitational, I should say, no tournament, which is kind of a round robin. Everybody plays each other here in Rosendale. We are going to continue on in warm-ups. We'll talk a little bit more pregame action when we come back here on the Brandon Meets pregame show. We'll step aside here from our lovely sponsors. High School Sports Today are brought to you by Bristol Morgan Bank.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
This week, we salute Eli Mikulkevich, junior quarterback for the Cardinals. He's our Lens Truck Center Student Athlete of the Week.
They started their drive at their own 20-yard line. Play action for Eli, looking wide open, end zone, touchdown, Cardinals. And that's going to be Guardian Harris. The tight end for the Cardinals popped out, play action. Hartford bit on that play action. He found him wide open in the end zone.
The junior quarterback for Fond du Lac accounted for 6 total touchdowns.
Back to game coverage here, high school video sports. Play action for Eli, dumping in end zone again for a Fond du Lac touchdown. And again, the Cardinals go to Guardian Harris. 2nd touchdown for him.
Me and Guardian, I think the entire summer we've been working on connection, and saw through 2 plays that I threw to him. The 2 touchdowns that I had were both pretty much the same exact play.
3 through the air and 3 on the ground.
Eli still on his feet, spinning to the end zone. Eli in for another touchdown.
He passed for 231 and ran for 147. Eli Mikulkevich, junior quarterback for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, our Student Athlete of the Week this week from Radio Plus Video Sports and Lens Truck Center.
We said in the pregame speech that we were going to pilot on the entire game. We weren't going to let up. Our motto for the week was make them quit, and I think we did that today.
We got the trucks at Lens Truck.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Let's talk conditioning.
I'm here to pump you up.
What?
Da-da-da-da.
We here at All Phase have great maintenance plans to keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year round. This spring is the time to call us at 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons. Watch for details released soon about our 5-year anniversary event.
Oh, you're talking about air conditioning.
At Warner Harmson.
Back here on the Brandon Meets pregame show, the Spartans are finishing up the warm-ups. I think the Scarlet Lady Knights will do the same. I think they'll do a full warm-up set. We'll find out once this timer runs down. We thank you for joining us here on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams as I get to talk about the Pino construction built by Pino, keys to the game. If you're a key here for Laconia is kind of doing what you have been doing. Put some pressure up on the net. Hensley McCauley's been great, feeling good today with her swing. 30 kills so far in the morning session. We're almost into the afternoon session, 11:45. We started out at 8, 3 matches here for the Spartans. They took all 3. They have not lost a set yet in this young volleyball season. They'll face a good team, though, in the Lourdes Academy Knights. This is a team that Jeff's live stream sees enough, as they are a Trailways Conference opponent. They'll face Oakfield and CWC quite a bit, and I think I covered them for the most part last year at the Trailways Conference tournament down near Verona, I believe it is, or Madison area. This is a good team, a solid team, a lot of returners on this team, a lot of names I recognize. Watch out for that team to be competitive and give Laconia a good run for their money here. Laconia has kind of had the betterment of all of the sets they've had by quite a good margin. I think there's only one set that the Blazers were close. It was a 22-25 set that the Spartans eventually took, but besides that, they've all been over 10-point victories for the Spartans here this morning. As the Scarlet Lady Knights, or excuse me, I don't know if they're the Scarlet Knights. I guess I should do some research on that before I start talking about it. But the Lourdes Academy Lady Knights are finishing up their warm-ups. They got about 3.5 minutes left. We'll hear from our lovely sponsor, and when we come back, we'll continue on with some Laconia Volleyball Invitational matchup after this.
We believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit warnerharmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
Play garage music. Silica can make any home a smart home. Whole home wiring, speakers, and smart control make your home an oasis that anticipates your every need. Whether you're seeking comfort, entertainment, peace of mind, inspiration, or just a moment of tranquility. Existing or new construction, Silica has the skill to make any home a smart home. Silica for your home.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
It's go time in the new GMC Sierra from Holiday. Stack our low simplified price with 2.9% 72-month financing plus $1,500 purchase allowance or other great offers now.
There's a culture of excellence here. When you walk in, it just feels right. I'm UFC fighter Dante Johnson, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Pain has a way of making your world smaller.
You stop taking walks, you pass on weekend trips, you let someone else mow the lawn, you watch your grandchildren play instead of joining them. Little by little, pain begins making decisions for you. At New Medical Center in Waupun, we believe pain shouldn't decide how you live your life. For over 25 years, we've helped people throughout our community stay active. Today, our regenerative medicine program offers advanced non-surgical treatment options for patients suffering from chronic joint and spine conditions. If you've been living with knee pain, shoulder pain, hip pain, or chronic back pain, it may be time to explore what's possible. Call New Medical Center today to schedule your consultation and find out whether regenerative medicine could be a part of your journey back to a more active life. That's New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive, Waupun, or call 920-324-9899.
Shop these and more great deals at Brandon Meats this week. Their very own award-winning bacon, $6.99 per pound. Boneless sirloin steaks this week at $6.99 per pound. The garlic butter marinated chicken breast this week at $2.99 per pound. The broth of the week this week, the bacon pepper brats, $2.99 per pound. Brandon Meats, open this week Monday through Thursday, 7 to 5, Friday, 7 till 6, and Saturday, 7 till 3. Log on, brandonmeats.com.
Back here, high school sports today in Rosendale are brought to you by Bristol Morgan Bank. Fourth game of the day for the home team, Laconia Spartans, the host school for this invitational. They will face off against the Trailways Conference foe in the Lourdes Academy Knights, not the Scarlet Knights, as I was saying during pregame. We must cover a different team that I keep calling them the Scarlet Knights. That is a Scarlet Knight, but the Lourdes Academy from Oshkosh is just the Knights, and we'll call them by just the Knights as we go. The handshake line, the high five line, I should say, is by the net. We're ready to get underway. Our officials are getting into place. Jace Ackerman's joining me on the main cam today. I'm Dominic Ackerman on the call. You get me for all of the Laconia games this morning and into the afternoon. 11:50, we're getting close to afternoon volleyball. But for now, we'll continue to play some morning ball. As a substitution change, Pino and Basler look to be substituting as we go for the libero. Starting lineup for the Knights, Sarah Hafmeister. I see Naomi Liebwell, Grace Martin. The libero of today's game is Caitlin Potratz. As a set there from Addie Sasita. Liebwell with a kill to get it started for the Knights. Just a sophomore, the younger of the Liebwell sisters. And here comes the other one. Adu Liebwell now in this game. And Grace Martin back to serve. Adu the junior, Naomi the sophomore. Going to be an awkward serve there from Grace Martin. Kind of hit off her palm weirdly. So it'll be a service error giving the Spartans their first point of this first set. Quest Interior scoreboard down at the bottom. 1-1 in set one. Scarlet Knits at the service. Be up there. Grace Martin to get it to Liebwell. It'll be Pino. Back to Bailey Gable. Blocked there. Nice block. Sarah Hafmeister is surprised by herself. I don't think she could follow through on that point because she was so surprised she got her block off. It'll end up being a kill for Kensley McCauley and the Spartans. That time set there at the line. They're going to say a violation on number 3. Grace Martin stepped on the line. So Spartans point. And 3-1 now in that Quest Interior scoreboard. Scarlet Knits continues to run at the service line. It'll be set up in the air by Hafmeister. Over to Liebwell, who's just going to give a free ball over to the Spartans. Pino to set. Morgan to slam, but it's out too far. Point Knights. Hafmeister, and I'll go back to the service line. Looking to serve on the new rotation, Kendall Plyman for the Spartans. Pino to set. McCauley to swing. I think it hit the striping of the net. No block awarded to either of the Liebwells up front. But point goes to the Knights, and it's tied 3-3. Hafmeister once again. That one's going to be deep, just out, maybe by a foot or so onto the far line. Hafmeister with a service error. 2 now for the Knights in set 1. Thank you for everybody joining us here on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams. Get down in that comment section. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, who your favorite player is. We'll give you a shout out here in this invitational. Great dig there by Ellie Cook. Able to get that ball up in the air, give the Spartans the Knights an opportunity here. Kennedy Fronek sets it up for Leibwell. Naomi, that is. Pino sends it back over. Potratz gets it up. Martin to Leibwell. Naomi nearly gets the kill, but the Spartans able to recover on a ball off the net. Cook up. Martin to set. It's going to be a Leibwell, getting herself a swing at it. But Bailey Gable answers with a swing of her own. Fronek over, Fronek into the net. Spartans point. That'll be Finley Morgan to serve. That one going to be cross court. Couldn't get it in the boundaries. Service error for Finley Morgan. That's the 3rd service error on what would be the 9th point of this first set already. 2 for the Knights, 1 for the Spartans. The libero in today's game, Caitlin Potratz. McCauley gets it up. McCauley gets it over. Potratz digs. Martin to set. It's going to be the first time we see Eliana Brandis making her impact in this game with a swing there. Fronek to swing. Pino to get it up. Gable sets. Grade gets herself her first kill here of game number 4 on the day for the Spartans. Just a sophomore. Picking up her 9th kill of the day, first of game 4. Bailey Gable will take the service line. Up and over. Cook to get it. Martin to Fronek. McCauley with a swing blocked by what would be a Leibwell, but it was out of bounds. So point goes Spartans. Tooled the block perfectly. Did the Spartans killers. Miscommunication on the set. Nearly an overpass. Grace Martin tried to keep it up. She could not. Point Spartans. 8-4 now on that Quest Interior scoreboard. The thing we've seen so far in this invitational is that when the Spartans take a 5-point lead, they very rarely give it up. They have yet to do so here today. All of the sets, I should say, have been in blowout fashion once the Spartans have got past a 5-point lead. The Knights trying to undo that circumstances so far. Grade with a big swing, but it's going to be blocked up in front. Give a block to Eliana Brandis, just a freshman. Getting a point and continuing the service line attack from Addie Sacita. Addie goes up and couldn't get it over. In front of the net goes Sacita. The 3rd service error for the Knights and the 5th overall in set 1 from both of these squads. McCauley back to serve. Dug up by the libero. Over by Fronek, but it's too far. Kennedy with another error. Couldn't get it within the white lines. McCauley to serve. That one going to be in. Deciding to let it go was Caitlin Potratz. It ended up being right inside the box. And an ace goes to Kensley McCauley from service. McCauley again. That time's going to be dug up by Sacita. Martin just going to elect to put it over. A nice little play there on some misdirection from the Knights. Tools the block that time does Kennedy Fronek. Give her her first kill of the first set. She'll be rewarded with a trip to the line as well. Just a sophomore is Fronek. Bit of a longer run up on her serve. Gable sets. Kendall Pleim gets it back line for Fronek. Now front line for Brandis. I'm going to say a Spartans player hit the line. So point goes to the Knights. Fronek once again. Up and over. Basler digs. Gable to set. Mackenzie Pline. But a dig by Fronek in the back. Martin gets it over. It'll be Hafmeister. Bit of an unorthodox keep. It's going to be out on the Spartans. Kendall Pline couldn't keep it within the lines. And it's 11-9. Nice run here from Fronek at the service line. Makes it a 2-point lead right now for the Spartans on that Quest Interior scoreboard. And the service error is going to end her time. And side out for the Spartans. Basler to serve. Up and over goes Basler. Martin sets. It's going to be Hafmeister to swing. She's going to tool the block, and it's going to land on the Spartan side of things. A kill for Sarah Hafmeister, her first of the first set. Three different Knights getting into that kill territory. Fronek Hafmeister and Naomi Leibwell so far in set one. Nice low serve, but couldn't recover was Eliana Brandis on an overpass after a dig on the serve. What was a very good serve kind of got the Spartans out of system, ended up getting Brandis herself out of system. Point goes to Laconia. Pino up. Martin, Leibwell, that's a low set there from Martin. Leibwell had to just readjust and send it over. Morgan will give it a light send tap. McCauley to Pino. Pino to Pline. Pline swing. Nice job by the Knights keeping it alive, but Sasita couldn't keep it in front of the Knights. It'll land on their side. Spartans take a 4-point lead here. Once again, their highest lead of the first set. Trying to push it past that 5 mark are the Spartans. Fronek digs. Martin trying to push it over, trying to get the Spartans out of reach, but Kendall Pline was there to make herself a block. Leibwell. Naomi Leibwell ended up getting blocked, had to send it back up. Hafmeister swing too far. Out on the Spartan side of things, it's now a 5-point lead for Laconia. Excuse me, a 6-point lead. Scoreboard's wrong. Your scoreboard's right, I believe, Jace. I believe it was just 15-10. I guess we'll find out. That one could be an overpass. Kendall Plime's got to keep it up. Pino there at the line. It's going to come over on the Spartan side, or excuse me, the Knight side. And Fronek just sends it over. Morgan with a swing. Morgan with a kill. Nice, beautiful swing from Finley Morgan. Enough speed on it. Trick the Knights. I guess it was. I guess you were wrong, Jace. I thought you were right. We'll find out later on if it affects it. I thought that was the second point after I had said that. Naomi Leibwell pushes it over. Pino to reset. Gable, nice dig there by Fronek. However, it's going to be out on the overpass. Was a good job just keeping it alive. Just not very long afterwards. Pino again at the line. Nice run here from Gabby Pino. That one's going to be out. Just barely out from Gabby Pino. Gave her a service error on what could have been an ace. It'll be Martin to serve. Much better than her first serve of the afternoon now. It'll be a kill, however. Let's see who it is because I wasn't paying attention. One more time. Pino with the setup. And it was Finley Morgan with the kill in the middle. For second now. Kill of set 1. Scarlett knits the service ringer. Comes in. Martin with a set back. It's going to be a free ball for the Spartans if they can use it. Pino close to the net. Cross court to McCauley, who takes a drive. Kensley McCauley takes all of any frustration she might have in the week out on that one. And we've now updated the scoreboard. Jace, you were right. I knew you were. Never a doubt in my mind. McCauley gets her second kill of set one. That's going to be an ace for Scarlet Knits. Couldn't get it to go. We'll have a timeout on the court. We'll be back here from our sponsors shortly.
Lance Truck. We got the trucks at Lance Truck. If you want a truck or an SUV, go to Lance. You'll like what you see. Hundreds of trucks all on one lot. If you want a truck, it's what we got. Lance Truck. We got the trucks at Lance Truck.
At Radio Plus, we're proud to bring you stream team coverage of local sporting events. Our team is dedicated to providing live coverage from across Wisconsin, supporting the local teams and communities we know and love. What began as a one-person operation with play-by-play on radio has grown into a 5 or 6 person production. Keeping pace with the latest technology, equipment, and personnel is not only demanding, but costly. If you'd like to support this broadcast as a spot.
Back here, a very short serve. Naomi Leopold had to play it in front. It's going to work out. It's going to be a kill for Adu Leopold, her first of this first set. Very unorthodox play there from the Knights. On a serve that was very short. The front line had to grab it. Ended up working okay for Lourdes Academy. Hafmeister back to serve. Up and over. Basler grabs it. It's going to be a free ball for the Knights if they can use it. Martin to set. Leopold pushes it back corner. Plime able to grab. Pino to Morgan in the middle. Morgan with another kill. She's feeling good in her fourth game. Third kill in set one. 22-12 on that Quest Interior scoreboard, which has now been more accurate than the scorer's table. First time we can say that today. Scorer's table first mess up, but Jace caught it. Finley Morgan. It's pretty good for our fifth total game in this court. That was the first mess up they had, and they fixed it within a couple of minutes. It'll be a kill, a very soft kill for Addison Grade. Just kind of swung it over, kind of looked to be an in-system play, but nobody around, and it's going to fall on the Lourdes Academy side. Ava Cook with a good dig. Good swing on an overpass from Bailey Gable. She'll get herself a kill, her first of set one. Finley Morgan now has set point on her hands. Set point number one. And at 24-12, it's going to be an ace. Nobody there. Middle of the court, Finley Morgan ends set one with her first ace of set one. We'll step aside here from our sponsors when we come back. Set two.
Sponsor or donor in any way, please log on radioplusinfo.com.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Whatever it takes.
AirTech delivers whatever it takes service to take care of you. Bryant and AirTech Heating of Fond du Lac.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Back here, high school sports presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. Here in Rosendale, we're at the pit for the Laconia Volleyball Invitational. Game 4 for the Spartans, set 2 for the Lourdes Academy Knights. Set 1 was taken by the Spartans, 25-12 was the final score, as you can see on that Quest Interiors scoreboard. Grace Martin will serve things off first for the Knights. She'll go up and over. Basler to set. McCauley, a sliding spike. Over by Leibwell. Pino to set. Too far that time for Bailey Gable. It'll be a miss set from Pino, and point goes to the Knights. So Martin will continue at service. Grace Martin up and over. That time dug up by Pline. Pino to set for Morgan. It's going to be blocked by Leibwell in front. That's Adu Leibwell, the junior, getting her first block of the afternoon. Martin again. Nice run to start set 2. See if it can continue. A nice dug up there by Martin. They're going to say Naomi Leibwell stepped on the line, or maybe was in the netting. Either way, a fault at the net. On a block opportunity, Scarlett Nitz will not go back to serve. Nitz is going to get an ace to start off set 2 for the Spartans. Everybody watched it fly. They thought it was going to be out. Ended up clipping the line, if not a little bit more. Her second ace now, first in set 2. That one's going to be short, her first service error after the service ace. Ball back into the court of the Knights and Sarah Hafmeister. Hafmeister up and over. McCauley to dig. Morgan set her up, but Hafmeister able to dig out of the trouble. Basler to set up. McCauley again. She'll go light. Pancake opportunity, but Martin couldn't get there just in time. So it'll be a kill for Kensley McCauley on a tap over the net. 3 kills in this game now for Kensley McCauley. Not as dominant on the killing side as she was earlier on today. She has 30 kills in the 3 games prior. They're going to say that one's in. Line judge from the Blazers with the call. It'll be an ace for Finley Morgan. Her second now, first in set 2. That one's just short serve. It's going to be an overpass and out. So another ace for Finley Morgan. Give her 2 in a row, 3 overall now in game number 4. A 5-3 run for the Spartans. Fronek, overpass, Grade, kill. Madison Grade gets her first kill of set 2, 3rd overall now. Morgan goes up. Dig by Cook. What could have been an opportunity for a push down from Gable just couldn't get over the net. Knights not able to recover. Another point goes the Spartans' way. Again, Finley Morgan from the line. Good run here. Martin to set. Leibwell pushes it over to the backcourt. Pino to McCauley. McCauley swings. McCauley kills. Ooh, nearly had a bucket though. McCauley picks up kill number 4, second in set 2. Finley Morgan with another great service line run. She had a 10-long run in game number 1 of the morning. Pino sets for Grade. Martin to Potratz to Leobuel. Leobuel tries to go back corner. It's going to be out, Spartan point. Finley Morgan once again. That one's a short serve. No one was there, so it's going to be a free ball for the Spartans. Pino to set up in system. Light touch once again. Kensley McCauley's got that light touch on this near side. Timeout Knights. We'll be back after this.
For nearly 50 years, Pino Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pino Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Take your favorite Radio Plus station anywhere with the all-new Radio Plus app. Listen live anytime to Sunny 97.7, 95 and 96.1 The Rock, The Great 98, and FM 93.7 and FM 103.3 The Source. Watch high school sports, football, basketball, volleyball, and more sports from over 10 area schools. Download the new Radio Plus app. Search for the capital R and plus sign.
Back here on Radio Plus Sports, Jeff's live streams high school sports today is brought to you by Bristol Morgan Bank. A very long run here from Finley Morgan and the Spartans. But the timeout by the Knights is going to end up working. Good call there by Rachel Lane to call the timeout. Finally gets the side out on the Knights' side of things. Caitlin Potratz, the libero in today's game, will go back to the service line. Plime digs it up. Pino to set. That's going to be a kill for Addie Grade. Fourth kill, second in set 2. Bailey Gable back to the line. Gable up and over. That'll be Potratz to set for Fronek. Gable, College has to push it over. She'll end up finding some open court. Give Kensley McCauley a kill on what she was just trying to send over the other way. Very good placement, though, on the shot. Finds the corner. Finds a point for the Spartans. 12-4 on that Quest Interior scoreboard in set 2. So far, it's been all Spartans here in this matchup against the Academy Knights. Martin in the middle. First time we've seen number 4, Finley Coates, in this game, a junior for this Knights squad. Basler digs it up. Over to Mackenzie Plime. Cook in the backfield's going to dig. Somebody else has got to get there to help out. Nobody can. It'll be a kill for Mackenzie Plime. First of the game. Gable for service. Cook digs. Martin to set. Over to Fronek. Fronek blocked by the tape. I'll give Grade a piece of it. Give her her first block of this fourth matchup. Bailey's up and over. Cook can't handle it. Give Bailey Gable an ace. Her first of this matchup after a service error in set 1. Ball will roll over. It's an 11-point lead in set 2. Match 4 for the Spartans. Hayden Johnson checks in. One of the many seniors from this Spartans team. Getting some time here in this invitational. Misread. Had to recover. It's going to be a free ball Spartans way. Basler to Gable to Grade. Backcourt in the corner. No problem. Make it 5 now for Addison Grade. 3 of them coming in set 2. 16-4. Running away with this second set are the Spartans. A couple of good service lines, one by Finley Morgan. And now here by Bailey Gable. Gable again. That one's going to be too far. As soon as I say something, it seems to do as Jeff calls the announcer's jinx. He believes in it. He's a big believer in the announcer's jinx. And if he's watching, he'd agree. Sacita at the service line. Up and over. That one was going to go back corner, so Plime had to dig it up. Grade just gets it over. Martin back to Fronek. Fronek tools the block. Plime digs. McCauley with a swing. Block at the net. Couple of Knights there. So McCauley will go soft that time. Cook from the backcourt. Over. The Knights have to go. Swing on it is Hayden Johnson. They'll say it was out. So Sacita's Knights will take their point. Basler in the backcourt. Gable pushing over by Hayden Johnson. Miscommunication out of system. Fronek has to push it backcourt for Plime. That time up, hits the beams up top. Unfortunate bounce there for the Spartans. A nice run here from Addie Sacita. 3 straight serves. Looking to bounce back in set 2. That one's going to just grim the net, or trim the net, I should say. Out of system play, couldn't get it to fall. Spartans point. What is the word I was looking for there? Just what the net? Just glances? That's not right. Just, there's a word I'm thinking of. I'll think of it eventually. That's going to be an ace. Give it to Kensley McCauley. We'll see it one more time as I'm chatting about nothing. Second ace now in the game, first in set 2. Martin. That's going to be Finley Coates, who sends that one too deep. 19-7 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Thank you to everybody tuning in on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams. Martin up. Fronek over, again too far for the Knights. Make it 20-7, a 13-point lead. McCauley now with a line. With a run at the line, I should say. Potratz tries to dig it up. Fronek will give a free ball over to the Spartans. McCauley to Gable, to Grade. Dug up there by Sacita. It's going to be another free ball. Back the other way. Gable again to Grade. She'll take a bigger swing at that one. Instead, Martin to Fronek. Fronek's going to be stopped by the striping. It'll be an error on the Knights. And a 14-point lead. McCauley once again. That one's going to be deep, though. A service error for Kensley McCauley after 2 aces in this one. Fronek back at the line for the Knights. That one's going to hit the net. A service error from Kennedy Fronek. Her second now in this matchup against the Spartans. Basler to serve. What could be the final service run for the Spartans. 3 points away from set 2. She'll pick up an ace. Give Josie Basler her first ace of matchup number 4. She's done a good job as the libero here today. Good digs all around. Trying to get a good run at the line. Fronek to Martin. To Coates. It'll be in system for Laconia. Finley Morgan with a swing. Finley Morgan hits the tape. It's going to fall on the Spartan side of things. Knights will have a line. Will have a chance here with Finley Coates. They need a miracle run from Coates and company. Up and over. Backcourt dig by McCauley. She'll end up giving a free ball over. But pushes it, makes it a little bit trickier than given. Hafmeister overpass. Killed down by Naomi Leobwell. Give her a second kill, first time in set 2. She's able to get a kill over on the Spartans with the overpass. Coates again on the service line. Basler. Gable sets up Morgan. Morgan couldn't find an open spot. Leopold with a tap after a little bit of a mess set. That's going to be the first kill of the afternoon for Miley Redmond, making her second set playing time count with a kill, and it will give match point number 1 to Gabby Pino. Martin up. Hafmeister can't get it there. Give the match point to Gabby Pino at the line. Give set 2 to the Spartans 25-12 and then 25-10. They take up matchup number 4 from the Lourdes Academy Lady Knights. We'll hear from our sponsors. I'll wrap it up quick on a post-game show sponsored by Werner Harmsen after this.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Let's talk conditioning.
I'm here to pump you up.
What?
Da-da-da-da.
We here at All Phase have great maintenance plans to keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year round. This spring is the time to call us at 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons. Watch for details released soon about our 5-year anniversary event.
Oh, you're talking about air conditioning.
We'll wrap things up here on a very quick edition of the Werner Harmsen post-game show. We thank all of our sponsors today for letting us put together this matchup, letting everybody who couldn't make it to Rosendale for this invitational get to be able to see some high school volleyball on the Spartan side of things and be able to showcase 5 other teams that we don't get to cover super often. I know the Lourdes Academy Knights we get to see once in a while, but it's nice to see some other teams get some coverage here on JLS and Radio Plus Sports. Good performance there by the Spartans. It was probably their best team overall performance of the day. 2 quick sets for them. One by a score of 25-12, one by a score of 25-10. Kensley McCauley, this was her least impactful game, but she still had 6 kills and led the team in kills. Addison Grade had 5, 3 for Finley Morgan, and then 1 for Miley Redmond, Bailey Gable, and Mackenzie Plime. A couple of blocks in this game. Kendall Plime had 1, Addison Grade had another. An ace for Josie Basler at the service line, 3 for Finley Morgan, 2 for Scarlett Nitz, an ace for Bailey Gable, and 2 for Kensley McCauley, and then a total of 6 service errors in that game for the Spartans. We will probably be back on in about 45 minutes, maybe a half hour to 45 minutes before we start pregame for our last game of the day. In the meantime, if you are in Rosendale and you want to see Green Bay, NEW Lutheran, the Blazers take on the Pacelli Catholic Cardinals, they're going to be in our game up here on Court 1. Otherwise, in about 45 minutes, we'll probably see the start of Laconia Coleman, our final matchup of the afternoon. This was Dominic and Jace Ackerman signing off for now in Rosendale. If you're on the Radio Plus stream, stick on the same stream. We'll be back on that stream in about 45 minutes. If you're on JLS, you can move on over to the new stream once we start in probably about a half hour. So look for that Coleman-Laconia matchup if you're on JLS. Thank you so much. This was the Werner Harmsen postgame show. High school sports today were brought to you by Bristol Morgan Bank.
Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.